Dear God, I do not want to be like those that attack me. I never want to be a Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has never met me, but has allowed her spirit to be filled with hate. How does this woman, who has the honor of being a leader in my state, how is it that she has not reached out to me? She can tell me, I don't agree with anything you're doing, but I do not agree with people threatening your life or the life of your family. That is conduct that is wrong and intolerable, and as a leader, I shall not stand for it. How did such a woman come to think that it was normal and normalized that another woman was worthy of such cruelty? I would never wish for her to have the experiences of the threats that I received, the derogatory name calling, the being doxxed multiple times.
All right, guys, so we got to do a follow-up video regarding the bombshell story about Trump deranged Fulton County prosecutor Miss Fani Willis, who allegedly got her fanny packed by a special prosecutor that she hired to go after Trump. Apparently, she has been in a relationship with this man, again, getting her fanny packed, getting them cheeks clapped, okay? That's what she was doing. And apparently this guy not only was clapping her cheeks, he also met with the White House in regards to the prosecution of Trump seeking witnesses, okay, for the prosecution. And this has sparked a House investigation into this guy, Nathan Wade, who allegedly, again, was in a secret relationship with Fani Willis. Okay, they're going on vacations and stuff. She is benefiting from the taxpayer dollars that are being paid to a guy she hired to go after Trump. Clear and obvious corruption, okay, that could put the case against former President Trump in danger, okay? And this is extremely important because this is a state case, okay? It's not a federal case, which means that even if Trump becomes president of the United States, that doesn't mean he's going to be able to escape these charges or a conviction, okay? Even though I don't think that there's any way they're actually really going to put Trump in jail if he becomes president of the United States based off state level criminal offenses. I just don't see that happening as president of the United States. But regardless, this one is one of the big ones that the left is banking on to take down Trump, okay? And if the case falls apart because of Fani Willis and her obsession with vitamin D from wherever she can get it, whether that be her own colleagues in the workplace or rappers, allegedly, yeah, that'd be mighty unfortunate for them. So that being said, Miss Fani Willis is responding to these allegations of her getting her fanny packed by her colleague by going to a black church and essentially accusing Republicans of racism while crying victimhood over the GOP and the allegations against her, okay? But don't accuse her of pulling a race card, though, because if you accuse her of pulling a race card, no. It's actually you pulling a race card because you, as a Republican, decided to attack her because she's a black woman, and you're only attacking the special prosecutor who is going after Trump that she hired, not because she's sleeping with him, allegedly. No, it's because he's black, according to Fani Willis. Take a look.
But dear God, are you listening? Why does Commissioner Thorne and so many others question my decision in a special counsel? Lord, your flawed, hard-headed, and imperfect child, I'm a little confused. I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do, paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one. I hired one white woman, a good personal friend and great lawyer, a superstar, I tell you. I hired one white man, brilliant, my friend, and a great lawyer. And I hired one black man, another superstar, a great friend, and a great lawyer. Oh Lord, they gonna be mad when I call them out on this nonsense. First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one? Isn't it them playing the race card when they constantly think, I need someone from some other jurisdiction in some other state to tell me how to do a job I've been doing almost 30 years. Wasn't it them that attacked this lawyer of impeccable credentials? The black man I chose has been a judge more than 10 years, run a private practice more than 20, represented businesses in civil litigation. I ain't done, y'all. Served as a prosecutor, a criminal defense lawyer, special assistant attorney general, won Chief Justice Robert Benham Award from the State Bar of Georgia. You know, they ain't just giving this to black men. How come God, the same black man I hired, was acceptable when a Republican in another county hired him and paid him twice the rate? Come on. Oh, y'all ain't hear me. Come on. In another county, the elected official has the authority to pay him twice the rate. Why is the white male Republican's judgment good enough, but the black female Democrats not? Now please hear me. I'm not criticizing his judgment. The people of his county elected him to make that decision. In fact, let me put it on the record. He's someone I respect because he was always willing to hire diversity. He was just looking for quality. I don't care political party. They care about it. My only question is, why is it questioned then? Lord, now I want to be clear. All three of these special counselors are superstars. But I'm just asking God, is it that some will never see a black man as qualified, no matter his achievements? What more can one achieve? The other two have never been judges, but no one questions their credentials. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is one of the most shameful things I've ever seen in my life, right? I mean, how in the world do you have the unmitigated gall to take to the pulpit of a black church and you sit up here and you play the race card, essentially accusing your political opponents of being racist because they're calling out the fact that allegedly you're sleeping with a special prosecutor that you hired to go after your political opponent, in which you are receiving benefits, okay, that are paid on behalf of taxpayers that you otherwise would not be receiving if you were not in a relationship with this guy. Apparently, that is racism, right? It is racism to levy credible allegations that probably are true, okay? Because if you look into the divorce proceedings involving Mr. Nathan Wade, again, she's being subpoenaed for a reason because she probably is a part of the fact that they are getting a divorce, okay? Maybe there was some type of affair going on between, Nathan Wade and, Fani Willis that, hey, led to divorce. Who knows, okay? The documents are sealed, even though, like, it's uncommon for, these types of documents to be sealed up. Again, she's been subpoenaed to testify. Why? Because allegedly she's involved. Okay, she might be involved with ruining this man's marriage. Allegedly. Okay, I personally don't know. That is what is being alleged. So with that being said, again, this is exactly what happens every single time a so-called black liberal gets criticized, right? Or a black Democrat gets criticized. First thing they want to do, well, it's not because of the legitimacy of the allegations. It's because of racism. It's because I'm black and I'm a woman. And they don't want black women like me to save the world. Black women like me, we're not allowed to make mistakes.
All the glory I receive, it's his grace, not a perfect me. We are at a time in history, people. Hear me on this. We are at a time in history when you can no longer sit back and just let other folks do it. You cannot expect black women to be perfect and save the world. The Lord is completing us. We are not perfect. We need your prayers. We need to be allowed to stumble. We need grace. With that kind of support, we will move mountains and do Jesus' will.
AKA, you're not allowed to criticize us, right? You're not allowed to criticize us. Just let us do whatever we want to do because we're black and we're women. And that's it, right? And if you do criticize us, then again, you must be racist, right? It must be an act of bigotry. As she completely pretends like Jack Smith is not getting the same type of criticism from the GOP. He's a white male, right? He's getting criticism. People are going after him for what's happening. Again, this is all because you're politically prosecuting Trump. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It has nothing to do with your sex. Well, I mean, it does have something to do with sex, right? But not your biological sex. Like, I'm just saying, it's just amazing how she can gaslight these people in church with a straight face and try to pretend like this has anything to do with racism. It has nothing to do with racism whatsoever. Okay, I mean, nobody said anything about the white man hiring Nathan Wade because there were no accusations of the white man getting his cheeks clapped, right? So it doesn't matter how much he was paying Nathan Wade. The assumption is that, hey, there was no improper relationship. But if there was an improper relationship, then yeah, it should be investigated. But you are being accused because there is some evidence to suggest that, hey, you're having an improper relationship in which you are benefiting from taxpayer funds that you otherwise would not be benefiting from. Clear and overt corruption. But what really gets me about her little speech here, her little rant, is the part about Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? And the fact that Fani Willis allegedly is getting threats and things like that, right? She's basically trying to make herself out to be a victim. And she's saying, well, I don't even know Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? But she hasn't even reached out to me to talk to me and to tell me that she doesn't support the alleged threats that I'm getting. And I'm like, okay, well, have you reached out to Marjorie Taylor Greene to tell Marjorie Taylor Greene that you don't agree with the threats that Marjorie Taylor Greene gets? Because just like you, Marjorie Taylor Greene also gets threats, okay? Marjorie Taylor Greene also, I think, recently got doxxed, right? Did you reach out to Marjorie Taylor Greene and say, hey, I'm sorry that you got doxxed or swatted? I think that's wrong. Did you reach out to her? Right? Because if you reach out to her and you did that for her, then okay, I think you got a point. But I highly doubt that she did that, right? But oh no, Marjorie Taylor Greene is supposed to reach out to her though and to extend the hand to her, but she won't do the same. Again, it's amazing how that works. She's criticizing Marjorie Taylor Greene because Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually pushing for the Georgia Republicans to do what they should have did from the beginning, which is to investigate Fani Pack Willis and this corruption. Because she clearly and obviously was corrupt when she first opened up this bogus case against Trump, and Republicans, when they had an opportunity to investigate and to uncover these types of allegations and this corruption, they chose not to because they're weak. So with that being said, again, is it a surprise? No. This is what they do every single time, right? It's the oldest trick in the book. Pull the race card, cry racism. Just in this instance, she basically accuses Republicans are pulling the race card, though. You're pulling the race card because you're saying that the only reason that this guy is a person of interest is because he's black, not because I'm getting my cheeks clapped by him, right? Not because I'm riding that pipe, okay? That's not it. It's because he's a black man, so you're going after a black man. Again, not because he's, sleeping with me, but because he's black. Again, amazing stuff. The gaslighting is absolutely insane. And it's a shame that she sits up here in a church and spews this type of nonsense. And these people just eat it up, right? Just eat it up, straight up. A political campaign in church. That's what it is. It's amazing. Anyways, to me, this type of stuff signals guilt, right? The walls are closing in. This is panic mode. Let me go run to the black church and cry racism, okay, and pretend like a victim because I'm about to get exposed. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.